my name is Hannah, and in this video I'm going to show you how to run the notebooks in Google Colab, but with your local Jupyter runtime. So for this, before you get started, make sure, again, you have the CellTracksColab log folder downloaded from GitHub. You have Anaconda installed, and we're going to assume that you have already installed the CellTracksColab environment. If you have not, please watch the previous video on how to run the notebooks locally in Jupyter where I've explained how to install the environment. You should also have the wiki open on the page running CellTracksColab locally. You will also find the instructions to run it with your local runtime. So again, we're going to start by navigating to our CellTracksColab folder in Anaconda prompt. So I'm going to open Anaconda prompt from my start menu, paste the command from our wiki. Now again, this is obviously not the right path. So we are going to replace that with our actual folder. Right-click, copy address as text, paste it in here. Then we need to activate our environment. Again, copy the command from here, run it by pressing enter, and you will see we have the right environment activated. And then we're going to start JupyterLab again. Now this will open JupyterLab in your browser, which you can ignore because we do not want to use JupyterLab in this instance. We're going back to the wiki, and we are going to open the notebook that we want to run in Google Colab. So for this example, I'm going to use the custom notebook, going to open it in Google Colab. Now, from the Anaconda prompt window, you will find the local runtime address here at the bottom of the output. Should look something like this. You need to copy it out of your Anaconda prompt, and then in Google Colab, go to connect to a local runtime. And at the bottom here, input the runtime address that you've just copied. You will click connect. And then you will see it says here, connected to your local runtime. After this, you can interact with the notebook as you would usually do. We have, again, the information on your data organization. As for the local running of the notebook, you can ignore the part where it says prepare your Google Colab session. You don't need to run those cells. We can start right away by preparing our data. You will need to input your folder path where you have your data stored. You can, again, copy and paste this from your folder, your data dimension, and wherever you have your results saved. And then you run the cell. Be aware that there might be the side panel opening up. You can ignore this. It does not mean anything. If you want to remap your data, which is usually the case if you come from any of these softwares, you can run this cell to show what the notebook currently thinks are the columns, which you can see are not correct. So then activate the remapping of your data by clicking this button and then copy and paste or type in the correct information. Track ID is track ID, T in my case is T, X is X, and Y is Y. And then you will see here columns renamed, and you can continue interacting with your notebook as you would usually do. Again, I hope this was useful and helpful. If you have any questions or run into any problems, don't hesitate to reach out, and we're happy to help if we can.